the internet has changed everything. PR, promotion, how you do things. These kids are doing things totally different than what we were discussing. PR to the kids now is streaming, doing their own videos, promoting their own videos. These kids are making millions, trust me. I have a nephew called Zan Man who started promoting his video about a year ago, who's cleared over $800,000 YouTube. And how we are trying to tell them, they have already passed us as far as their way of the knowledge and how they're doing things. We are dinosaurs to them. They look at us like we don't do that anymore. Contracts, no such thing. Publishing, never heard of it. You know, BMI, is that a car? You know, I mean, because of the money these kids are making on streaming. Now, as far as being a musician and being in an orchestra, you're looking at two different categories. But the majority of the classical musicians are at a point, they're looking for new revenue and new audience, but they're not in touch with the youth and the new audience. Like the musicians now, you have a lot of people who actually play for you, Lee, in the GoGo Symphony. And these musicians now, they'll come in, they have their charts and stuff, but a lot of these musicians, as myself, play go-go, play jazz, play hip hop. You got a trumpet player that's playing with the GoGo Symphony, it's chart reading, but at night, he's rapping on the mic, playing trumpet. So if we don't start talking to these kids and communicating to see what has changed, what are we missing, you know? Because right now it's like we're in a bubble, shelter, and we're getting nowhere. Because everything
we meaning whom? The classical?
The classical, the panel, how we were, because now it's totally different. Like we were discussing publishing, and we also were discussing PR people. This youth don't use PR anymore. PR people are actually looking for youth to promote, to get in on. They actually have this thing that PR people actually search YouTube for new young artists coming up, and they try to get on to the label. And most PR people come in as managers now. They don't even, there's no such thing as PR with this youth. When they come in, they manage travel, tour information, video, clothing, renting cars, renting homes to shoot the video. That's the PR now. You know, it's not like they would build up your profile and send it out to Hollywood or send it out to the movies or to the radio stations. That does not exist anymore. That's gone.
So what's going on now?
Most of these kids, they're doing mixtapes. That's
mixtapes. When I think of mixtapes, I think of like in the 80s when guys who liked me would put a bunch of songs on a cassette that they liked, and they would give it to me trying to get my attention. Is that what it is?
Exactly. But now you have 20 artists. One could be a trumpet player, a drummer, 4 rappers, a DJ. They all get together. They'll do all these songs on a tape, put it online, stream it. And what they do is they get the streaming downloads, make a ton of money off of it, split it. That's the new thing now.
They download mixtapes?
Yeah, you can download mixtapes. Mixtapes is a lot of different artists getting together to make money. That's the new thing now. It's mixtapes. It's almost like, a lot of people don't know, the older generation, that, like you said, they don't know what mixtapes are. Mixtapes is the new
Why
record.
are they selling so much mixtapes? It seems like, what's so attractive about them?
That's the new norm now. That's how artists, that's how they promote each other. That's their PR. That is their management. That is their contract. Mixtapes is everything to the kids now. Mixtapes is like me getting signed to Warner Brothers.
Oh.
If I get a record, Virgin, that's the new norm now. That is.
Can the new musicians that we talk to, can they make mixtapes?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
And promote each other with mixtapes?
Exactly. So if I'm playing drums with the GoGo Symphony, and one of the gentlemen, I think one of the conductors that were online, and he has a piece, we would get together and I would probably kind of convert it to make it a little hipper. And then he would probably do a little more orchestrated thing, so we can reach a broader audience. I would bring in my flavor. He would bring in his flavor. Then we would have you come in, bring in your flavor. So now we got another audience coming in. And maybe the pianist to come in, bring in his flavor. You see, now we got demographic. We got 4 different audiences peeping this thing out now. It's like, whoa. And that's our mixtape.
Okay.
That's the new norm now.
So young musicians are getting together, putting their music with each other's mixtapes and promoting the mixtapes for each other together.
Exactly. They're making their money. Like mixtapes is 20 different artists on one CD. But normally it's streaming. Social media. It's a social media thing. It's streaming. That's their new norm. Mixtapes is everything to the kids now. Any young kid, the first thing they'll do, if you see them on the street, they'll say, you want to check out my mixtape? $20. That's the norm.
What, people buy mixtapes for $20 on the street? They sell CDs?
Exactly. And it's a ton of songs on there with a ton of artists. Even the famous, the artists that are making a lot of money, they do mixtapes. You have people like J. Cole and maybe 5 different hot artists, Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy. You might have all of them on one CD. Each one of these artists has a following of maybe 20,000 here, 30,000 here, another 20,000 here, and we're all collaborating. Guess what? Now I have all these following.
We should have a GoGo mixtape.
We could have a GoGo mixtape.